Salute Mel Knight Sports in the building. So, Inoue has won Fighter of the Year, ESPN's Boxer of the Year. Um, and it was pretty much between Inoue, Terence Crawford, um, Devin Haney, and some people were even putting Benavidez in there. Um, and Me personally, I don't think it should have been Inoue. I think he was definitely a contender. Obviously, what he did was historical. But what Bud did was his win over Spence was way more impressive than anything that Inoue has done. I'm sorry, it is what it is. I mean, Inoue's going up 2 to 3 pounds. I mean, you know what I'm saying, bro? Like 2 to 3 pounds, this guy's going up, and he's winning titles. Cool, that's great. You know what I'm saying? But Bud went up from 35 to 40 to 47. Just alone going from 40 to 47 is like 3 or 4 weight classes in those booger weights. You know what I'm saying? So it's just not as impressive. I can, he all he has to do is gain 2 or 3 more pounds, and he's in two other weight classes. So, also Spence was an undefeated, unified, 147 champion. He had the best resume at 147. He took out Sean Porter. He took out Kell Brook. He took out Danny Garcia. He took out um uh uh what's the guy's name? Peterson. I don't remember, Lamont Peterson. Chris Algieri. I mean, then the list goes on. I mean, he had Yordenis Ugas. He had the best resume at 147. He was pound for pound top five, top three, fighters in the world. And Terence Crawford went in there and made it look like it was a mismatch, you know? So I just think that, yeah, Terence Crawford only fought once in 2024. At the end of the day, he couldn't have fought again because he had a rematch clause. He had a rematch clause to make, and he had fought, I think 6 months prior. I believe he fought in December of 2022, David Avanesian. So, what Terence Crawford did was a lot more impressive than what Inoue does, or did. Tapales, he lost, I think, 3 times, and he's been knocked out twice, something like that. Fulton was his best W. Fulton was definitely his best W, other than Nonito Donaire. Um, but and even Fulton, like I said, Fulton was, definitely a very good win. I'm not going to take anything away from Inoue. Very good win. But Fulton, I don't think was even on the pound for pound list. But all this, what I'm saying, like he wasn't on the pound for pound list. So to elevate Inoue so much higher for being a guy that wasn't even on the pound for pound list, I don't really see the logic in that one. Um, but again, in a way, great fighter. I'm not taking anything away from him, right? Great fighter, great technique. Obviously has power. Um, but what he's doing, moving through those weight classes, it's not that impressive versus Terence Crawford moving up 7 pounds and becoming undisputed at 140. Obviously, we're talking about 2023, so I'm not gonna take his 140 days, but him moving up from 140 to 147, that's about 3 or 4 weight classes alone, back in those down low in those burger weights. So it's just not as impressive. I'm not as impressed as what he's doing, as what and I'd even put what Devin Haney did over in a way personally. I'm saying, yes, on a historical level, 2-time undisputed. That's definitely historical, and in one year, definitely unheard of, right? But again, he's only moving up 2 to 3 pounds. So to me, you just don't get that same credit as you do moving up 5 pounds and beating the champion and beating the boogeyman. You know what I'm saying? Regis Prograis going out there and beating Lomachenko, the person that they said that was the next Floyd Mayweather, better than Muhammad Ali. That's what they said. They erased his W. They erased his only loss. Sorry, they erased his only loss on ESPN. Right? They were pushing this dude to be the next it factor, and Devin Haney went in there and beat on him. You know what I'm saying? So, Devin Haney is a close second for me. Because both those guys, Regis Prograis and um, Lomachenko, did have losses, right? But Errol Spence had no losses, had pretty much beaten and broke down every opponent that he had ever faced, right? So, um, It's something that is unheard of. It was just such a massacre, and I always thought that Spence or Bud was going to win, but I didn't think he'd win like that. I just didn't. I just didn't think so, you know. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Who do you think deserved uh, Fighter of the Year? Do you think it was Bud, or do you think it was Devin Haney, or do you think the ESPN was right by saying it is Inoue? Let me know in the comments what you think. Mel Knight Sports, like and subscribe for more content. Hit that bell icon to get more notifications. Peace.